Hey, my name is Matt Storr and I repair saxophones for a living. And today I'd like to show you a pad set I've put together, or at least a part of a pad set, and how I've put it together and the decisions I've made. So this is a pad set for a Selmer, actually this guy right here. I don't often work on modern saxophones, but I happen to be working on a sterling silver Series 3 right now. And the owner wanted just regular domed resonators. And the type of domed resonator I use is a resonator made by Pizzoni. And this is what they look like off the horn. Just a riveted, domed resonator. And it's made by Pizzoni, available, hey look, there's us, Kraus Music in the US, and I believe Music Center Italy elsewhere. And it's just a regular old domed resonator that has a very similar size and amount of dome to an original Selmer Tonex resonator, of the kind that would have came on Balanced Actions and Mark 6s, early Mark 6s anyways. So you can see, if we look at it from the side, if I can get a grip on this, that the amount of dome is very similar. It's a bit greater on the Pizzoni resonator. The original Tonex are pretty flat, but it's pretty similar. And the sizes are similar, and even the thickness of the metal is similar. And the way that I install these is I actually take another resonator. This is the Riveted flat resonator from Allied Supply. It's basically just a really thin washer. And I put that on the back, so when I flatten out that rivet, it doesn't pull the back of this pad up into this dome, deforming it, right? It keeps things really nice and flat, and it pulls that resonator evenly down all the way around, so you get a really beautiful look on the pad there. And that's especially important for the type of pads I use, which are the Farise B58, which are fairly flexible, like medium firm, but they don't have a very thick cardboard backing, which I actually like, because if you're working with like unlevel tone holes, say on a rolled tone hole horn or something, you can a little bit more easily float, pull an edge down to take up the slack there. But also that means conversely that if you've got a rivet that you've peened over and it's doing a lot of pressure on this little tiny area, it can pull in and rip this cardboard and also deform the pad from the inside, kind of pushing it up in the middle. So to get around that, I use these washers that are the flat riveted resonators available from Allied Supply, and I use two different sizes. You can see the small size and the large size, and that seems to do me pretty well, and I end up with what I feel like is a really nice flat, even pad with a really nice look to it for my particular purposes. So this is a pad set I've assembled with domed metal resonators. The ones I use are the Pizzoni domes, available from Kraus. I like them to look similar to what the original Tonex resonators by Selmer would have looked like. Although obviously if you're not using it on a Selmer, it doesn't matter if it looks like Tonex or not, but having it flat, evenly pulled down, not distorting the pad, those washers really help that. And the washers, again, are the flat metal resonators available from Allied in the US. Now, you might also notice like a slightly unusual look to the pads. You might not. I mean, honestly, it doesn't look like much through the screen here. But I get a lot of questions about the pad treatment I use, and I've been using it for a couple years now, and I'm pretty happy with it. It's not much. It's just like an old-timers trick. I take the regular, like, Nicholas nitrocellulose lacquer and give a couple of quick coats onto the pads. Now this is a pad that's been untreated, right? And here's a pad that has been treated. And there's really not a whole lot of a difference. The main thing that it does, and I treat the pad before I put the resonator on, the main thing that it does is it gives it a little bit of water resistance. It's still really supple. And it seems like it seals the pores up, and it seems like it also helps make it a little bit non-stick. Now, like I said, it doesn't really do a whole lot, but it's kind of an old-timers trick, and it's amazing how it still stays supple. I guess maybe it soaks into the leather, I don't know. But a couple of quick coats. Usually I put 3 quick coats on there, not too heavy. But that's what a pad set looks like after I've put it together. And those are that's the equipment I use. Hope you found this helpful, useful, informative. My name is Matt Storr. I repair saxophones for a living. Thanks for watching.